Hello and welcome to the 1 year rust test video. That is right, it has already been 1 whole year, and let me tell you something, time flies. If you don't believe it from your parents and your grandma and grandpa, time really does fly. It's been an entire 12 months plus a few days because this video is late. Sorry, I've been busy, but it feels like just last week when I was making the Jeep videos and filming the first, beginnings of this thing, and time flies, and it sucks. It really does suck. Blink of your eye, you're 45, and then, what do you got? So shoot for your dreams, work your ass off, and, at least in 5 to 10 years, you'll have what you want, right? Because time really does fly. Anyway, let's get to the video. So this here is the control. I don't know why it's less rusty here than it is here. This here is Rust Reformer by Tremclad, or Rustoleum, and RP-342 by Cosmoline. Next to that is just the Rust Reformer. Next to that is just the Rust Reformer. Then next to that is the Rust Reformer plus RP-342. This is just the RP-342, and that was WD-40, but I made a mistake early on and wiped it off by accident, so this is just nothing now. So all of these big ones here are very clean metal, not etched or prepped or anything, just sort of wiped off with a degreaser and then painted. And I thought, well, maybe that was too clean to do a test, so over on these two small ones there was some rusted metal like that. I just quickly sanded it, didn't even spray anything on it, and then put these on there just see if they would rust more than the rest. We'll have to wait another 3 or 6 months to see. We'll reference back to this video, but let's begin the scratch test. So we'll start with the Rust Reformer plus the Cosmoline, and by the way, the Cosmoline is a waxy type product. We'll scrape that off, and as you can see, no rust underneath, or is there some? Might be a little bit there, but obviously where I scratched off before, it's rusting. Next to that is the control, which is just Rust Reformer now. And we'll scrape it. The reason why I scrape it, by the way, is so that we can see if there's rust under the paint, and no, there's none there. Over here, previous tests, this must have been the 9-month test. It doesn't seem to have rusted much for some reason. But this is the Tremclad Rust Reformer by itself. I'll scrape it off there. No rust. Next to that is the Rust Reformer plus the RP-342 by Cosmoline there. And we'll scrape that. No rust. And starting to rust here and in these spots, which is interesting because if you move over here, this is just the RP-342 by itself. You can see how it's this sort of waxy material. Let's see if I can peel it up for you. See? Kind of like a wax. I sprayed this all over my Jeep frame, and it's holding up pretty well. It survived all those rocks when I did that 5,000 subscriber video. But you can see here, these areas I scraped before, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months maybe, I don't remember, but none of them are really rusting. And you want to know why? Because this stuff, even if it gets dinged up by rocks or scraped up a little bit, there's still a tiny little micro layer of this stuff left over, even when you scrape it off. Yeah, and then of course the what used to be WD-40 is just completely ruined. Well, there you have it. That is the 1 year update, and it's still holding up. Still really no rust. Now it'll be interesting to see how those two spots do in the coming months, because I'm still gonna look at this thing. It's not like it's over. It'll be there until it gets ripped off or stolen or something. So stay tuned, I guess. But anyway, that is a 1 year video. I will continue doing these every 3 months or so, or whatever, and we'll see what happens. So thanks for watching, and until further news, I shall talk to you later. Stay classy, and I guess don't follow people blindly and stand up for yourself. Okay, see you later.